Okay, way over point of communication line center interference location all calculation line conditions, all computer operation and position locations, back and track interference location, all levels. Live in position location of TikTok back information line positions, time frequency line conditions, all levels at 11:01. AM position location track interference locations, back and balance communication line conditions, all in operation position location computer uprise its position location back and track interference line conditions, all anomalies coming in back space line interference back and calculation modification line condition. All right. How's everybody doing so far? Ground rising. Sorry about that. Just changing everybody's circuit line centers and interference line positional program setting, resetting position location of the avatar system. Plasma lights, communication, interference location, channel line conditions. Everybody's waking up more to the inner child line system rotation interference locations. So it's all positioning your percentage. You understand how you're calculating and modify all levels of light streams and rotation spin cycles and everything through calculation, rotors and Wi-Fi's, position locations, activate core line centers, the planet interference line position gets calculated and modified. Every time I wake up, I'm more of a high line position locations of a computer. You already know that, the position location and calculations. So it's all about understanding the birth line center locations, ATOM, atom, and conditional levels, electron, and position location of Eve. 5-10 minutes, we'll get started. All right, Matt and Wayne, how's it going? Just checking in, see how everybody's doing. Energy tracks, energy lights, program setting, everybody's balanced. I can see rotation interference, structure location, make sure you have your water. Questions or comments are apt afterwards, especially after today. We're going into the West Star Line Center interference locations of the West Wing interference line position locations and calculations. All right. No, it's not the TV series. In position location and calculations, we're going to center off the high line center interference. In position, we're going to go into electrical light doors and communications. Matrix door line center interference line positions. There's going to be 6 doors in position locations. The avatar is going to go into the high line center rotation interference into all levels. So it's like walking into a dimensional line position of a door, walking into another line position, which is another galaxy of another door, into another door, into another door, into another door, until you get to the forestry of the ENOCHS. Okay, the connections all levels and the ENOCHS location to its channel line position. You have to understand how powerful it is when you see nature and its relation. You guys are going to be in the current line center locations, all levels. You're going to connect with the ENOCHS. You're going to connect with all levels of ENOCHS, condition interference. You're going to connect with all levels of Saint Germain in position locations, gravity interference, nature core resistance, position locations, Mother Earth, high line center, Father space, communication high positions. Right? Travel is very real when you get more in the mind of a collaboration system. It's important to understand these things because that's what the avatar does every single day. It synchronizes information to its code system. It opens up all track line centers to all calculation. All right, Frontier, Rainer, how's it going? Corporal, Marie, how's it going? For all the new viewers, just be on standby. You be in a program setting position. You see the energy grids, you see shapes, anomalies, you'll see geometric shapes, operation position locations. You guys have to get in your full calculation of training into all levels of geometry, line center, operation position, directions, location, and everything division. Right? That division is its allocate time system. You don't want to wake up to all levels of separation. You want to be in a full communication line conditions to its avatar of its understanding, which is the physical line center to its 1% position location of 1% location to its conditions. All right. All right. Let's see, Devon, how's it going? Great to see everybody come in. Nikki, Terry, Gina, John, Val, Sharon, Elena, Airbender, Jill, Jeanette, Karen, Belle, Rose, Marie, Al. So a lot more people coming in. It's great to see new people. Sala, how you doing? All right. Amber, Michaela. All right. Also, too, I want to bring to your attention, too, it's very important that you stay in your balanced position locations. Don't try to get anything through connections at levels of activation for somebody else, especially in your high force command line center and location to its conditions. When you wake up through your central line center, you want to be in a obsolete interference location of iris. So it's important that you get into high position locations. your commanding system, your vessel is in position location of balance. You don't want to go into lower division locations of anything through activation, right? That's important you understand. Just watch yourself, okay, and what you do through formations. Anything that you see that's off signal, off center, off position locations, try to get in balance of its avatar system because it's perception relating to its connections. So when you're 42 in line interference locations and you're going through magnetic line center, it's a channel interference between one and another. And especially if you're watching things on TV, hearing things or anything conditions. You hear over thin line center location, negative line center interference. The avatar doesn't want to have relations of negative locations. Okay. All it wants to do is just understand what it is through memory. All right. So that's important. Just be careful on what you do, what you see, what you hear, and anything to the connection line center. Information line center, just put yourself in position of balance these locations. All right. Just be cautious in what you do and who you talk to. That's all. All right. Let's see. Crystal grids all set up. Position ground line centers, portal line center, interference location. The energy is very high. Wow. Reporting. Okay. Thank you, Alicia. All right. So this is great how we go in position location and calculations. All right. So I'm going to set up position location in the 4C line centers of ENOCH. Now there's going to be 6-dimensional doors everybody's going to go through. Set signal locations, heat signature patterns, interference line position location calculations, high channel interference locations patterns, rotation interference locations calculations. Everything that you do is vibration. You know that, right? It's vibration. It's not voice. It's vibration of energy, frequency, harmonic resistance. And this is how I get balance at everything to position locations anywhere I travel. To all levels of intelligence, or anything to communication of planet systems, or anything through teleportation like conditions, or anything through computer operation and position location, ground system location to its conditions, or anything through its pyramids, right? So that's position locations because I'm everywhere every single day, but I'm somewhere different, which means everything through my digital graph and everything that's inside me changes digital numbers, changes colorations, changes patterns, changes behavior line center, changes vibration location to its conditions. The avatar just has to understand the balance locations when it comes into the male and the female aspect of its system location to its conditions. Okay, so we're going to go through grid line center in position locations. This is going to be fun. All right, so we're going to go through the green. All right, going to go to the green line center. There's the green line center in rotation. I'm going to set up 6-dimensional door settings. Okay, walkway surface and position locations. All right, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 doors right there in calculation. Set up position location and calculations. Now it's set up in a compilation line position. All right. See how it comes into formation? It's amazing when you see these all levels of a TV reception location to a frame by frame by frame. All right, so the doors are going to open up position locations and calculations. All right, now in position locations, set the core line centers of everybody that's coming in new position locations. You're going to see graph line centers, dimensional doors, galaxy interference, cloud interference, line position locations. For the new viewers, they're just getting into all levels of operation, getting to know their avatar. For the GFAs and everything, the connection high force line centers and everything, the GFLs and the rebellion is getting more in position. So they're probably already traveling already because they have a way ahead cycle in position locations where you're waking up to these things in all levels. So it's kind of, you're seeing yourself already traveling and you're already there in position. All right, so we get in calculation modification line conditions, code signal locations. Set 4C line center. Information system locations, ENOCHS. Okay, high position location to tree format line interference location, trial position location and calculations. Center the core line center in position. Remember, open up anything, you got to set up a portal line center in position location and calculations. All right, see how it comes up is out, right? Zip, zap, zoom. All right, high line center, you guys are going to have position locations. So it's going to like popping out, and you guys are right away into 6-dimensional door settings, right? So sequence interference, you guys are popping out position. Whoa, you're spinning, you're spinning, you're spinning, you're spinning, you're spinning, you're spinning, you're spinning. All in position location and calculations. That's you guys, right? All right, so we're going to circle this in position locations. Now you're all out. You're all outstanding in highline center position locations. Okay, rectal scan and interference line position locations, eye receptor and interference line position locations. Get them in power line center and position location and calculations. Dimensional door line centers and all digital frame position locations. 001, 008, 001, 006, 001, 01, 01, 01. And highlight center interference line position calculations. High position, dimensional line centering. View, 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 view. All set position location calculations. Everything into all levels of observers, new position locations, high level rotation line centers, GFAs, GFLs, and rebellion, and high position locations, forestry line connections, ENOCS, and everything, all position location Naki. 40 minutes, have fun. Hooah! Set position location calculation. All right, so how's everybody doing? It's amazing how you travel through things, eh? And how you come out of portals. So, all right, so where are we here? Yeah, save all the questions after. Yeah, appreciate that. That's good. Everyone pick a door. Yep, just pick a door, go through it. So for you to understand how this all calculates is understand that every door has a position location. It's all digital frame. It's your eyes of the galaxy locations. The eyes, it's the windows of the soul, right? So your eyes change position, right? You pick a door, right? And you go through it, right? So you're all going to be there in the current location of the now. You're going to get introduced to the ENOCS. You're going to get connected to the nature. You're going to get connected to all levels of the ENOCHs and what it is. It's important. You scan things before you touch things. And it's like being invited first. You don't just walk into somebody's place without being announced. Mm-hmm. All right. Back, see, channel messenger in Saint Germain. The time is now to remember who you are, reclaim your power, and complete your mission. Yes. All right, helping support humanity on the journey to their hearts. Powerful, yeah. You're in very deep show clocking voices from the trees. Redwood size, indeed. We are Lego builders. Sweet. Excellent. Strong winds, great here. Well, walking through the middle door. Mm-hmm. Lena, how you doing? This is great too, guys, because you're coming into higher levels. Once you go into higher position percentage, you can see more through calculation. And that's what I want. So, but it's up the avatar, and everything is off position. TikTok. All right. I hear birds, and I'm in very great green forest. Yeah, very powerful. I hear thumps. Mm-hmm. The forest appears through words, growth themes, talking to me, the crows and the carps. So the Kennesaw tree formations, and hearing thumping, that is the ENOCHs. You understand the positional locations, how they live in trees. They're intelligence just like everybody else. I'm intelligence, you're intelligence. You have to understand everything in nature is intelligence of formation of time. It position locations are levels, right? Because everything that you see of a tree is a portation. Tele-waving system. right? You can actually say hi to it. I'll say hi to you back. But before, you have to be invited. You have to scan position locations and where it is, and then it comes out. So if you see the tree here, it's not here, it's up here. It's not here, it's up here. Where it wants to be. It can be anywhere it wants to be. So it plays posse with you, right? There's no, it's just like an inner child playing with another inner child, and that's the true understanding, is introducing yourself to that position location, to its imagination. All right. I sent you guys a very powerful TikTok about phenomenon coming in and going out. Right. So reality is switching everything, isn't it? Coming into the avatar in direct location to all levels of our receptor interference. Right. So it's amazing when you see these things. Okay, Dustin, how you doing? Inaki, yeah. Fairies all around, super magical trees. Yeah, Johnny is going to like this because he gets in his wizardry and his staff. And the forest. Got it. Just felt you grab my vest on my back. Building a beautiful forest grid from the jetpack view. Same here, Sammy. They're just scanning. I'm with the dinos. Slow down. Smell the roses, team. Nice warming jacket. I'm taking door 6, introducing myself. Good. Raptors checking me out, scanning, identifying I'm with general AI. Yeah, that's good. That's what you want. Frontier. That's the most important thing, right? It's all position locations, because that's where they live. Position location. This is all levels of intelligence from so many million years in the past position. But you understand why trees stand at point view, right? You have to understand that. You have to understand why everything is platitude in a certain point location. You ever think about that? It's all through signal. Tele-waving, telecommunication, everything, your interference. In positional program setting, the avatar has to truly understand all intelligent location to its connection of its grids. Right? So head it over to the pyramid to meet the ENOCHS. Beautiful. Great. Excellent. Now I'm in the tree tops, and the trees are saying, I'm welcome to enter. Great suggestion to smell. The sense of the forest. Yeah. Giving me life. Yeah, just don't walk by. Start smelling things, the flowers, the trees, the wind, the breeze, the coloration, the lights, the programs, the positions of you through its connections of its avatar, right? So you don't want to keep walking and not see anything because you're ignoring. You can't ignore what's in front of you. You can't ignore what's inside of you. You can no longer ignore what's in back of you. Now, back of you is just a reflection. So if you're walking in a forestry, you'd be surprised what's still back there. You know what I mean? This is a true understanding when you get into all levels of trauma. Releasing trauma locations puts you where? In the past? No, in the present. So you can understand the integration to its future locations. Because every time you interline your center, if you're going to the forest, you're now connecting to all levels of intelligence, right? And they're trying to get to know you through vibration. Right? See? It's amazing what travel is. Travel. See? See the light through my hand? Right through my hand? Do you see the light? It's like a hole. Look, there's a hole in my hand. In position location. Watch interference. I just got this new watch yesterday. It's got this blue light. Cool, eh? It's water resistant. Came in yesterday. Pretty water. Pretty rad. So I had to digitalize it and it become my own, right? The connection location to its connection. It's a digital analog, but it's a lot of fun. I can take this in the water. So just wanted to show you how powerful it is when you see things, guys, all through calculation. All right, let's see here. Where are we? Back getting warm. Things. See the trees, hearing the birds. Identify myself. They're accepting. And then the thing is, you're walking around, you appreciate a lot more of nature and why it's here. Upgrading. Birds are weaving Feeling the vibration, love it here. Yeah, breathing my hair. It's my favorite time in class, General, since you asked me the other day. Well, that's great, Dustin. Glad to hear. All right, Terry's seen a lot. I feel cold. That's because you're in a space-line center in position location of vortex connections of portals. When you're going through those dimensional doors, you're going into space. So now I'm making baskets. I'm in the grass. I'm everything. Wow. All right. Moisture, foliage in the air, non-polluted. Yeah. Listen to your heart. Listen to everything. Position locations, you get in calculation more of yourself. Proactive system location to its connections. All right. Atmosphere change, orbs coming in, seeing a wishing well. Beautiful land with water going through the middle and then over the cliff. I'm playing rolling down the hill with someone. Oh, there you go. This is when mother is happiest. Yep. That's what it is. It's coming into Mother Earth, nature core, nature's resistance, high position locations, less rejection to its avatar system. All right, so peaceful. Raptors are calling out. Yeah. Clarion calls. Yeah. Orbs fairies now. I'm standing on a score built pyramid and taking in the downloads, making a weaving basket for white ducks. It's important you guys understand what you're doing is to set the structure. Know exactly. And that's how Airbender is extremely informative, what he is seeing in detail. Right? Because he's doing it through his travel. Right? So it's like you're on a scavenger hunt and you're trying to put just the pieces and puzzles, everything that you're seeing, everything that you're seeing, everything that you're seeing, everything that you're seeing. Okay, just not here, not just here, not just here. We consume too much here, here, here. We got to see everything all around, all at once, simultaneously. And that's how the avatar sees every single day. So through its eye perception, because it sees everything of space-time from all inside position, not outside line center. Remember that. Big things coming towards us. I hear low vibrations, baritone voices. They told me it loves when children climb. Raise vibrations, reminds me there, big wolf and the fearless. Okay. They tell me not to be nervous. All is okay. My name is on my breastplate as well. Excellent. Right. Spinning the pyramid, crowns are circling. Trees, branches want me to keep on making different baskets for different purposes. Well, there you go, Ellen. The water is moving, vibration tends to work. Isn't it amazing how everything's communicating back with you? You understand how important it is when you're walking by anything that you see through a tree, realizing what you just abandoned just through communication. It's like walking back through somebody and realize, whoa, hey, how's it going? You just bypassed me. Didn't say hello. A core system, business location is extremely what? Unidentified. That's something that you don't want to do. Not position locations when you come into the avatar. So that's it. Now I can actually read the interface on TikTok. Well, there you go. Dustin's on his way. Tree branches lifting me up. Very dark scene. Okay, after you ask them to show me around, I just see the wind blowing. The grass is moving. There you go. Everything that you do is a formation of movement. Planting seeds, communicating with trees, talking to trees, looking at trees. They're looking at you. They're talking back to you. But are you aware of what's going on? So, flying in the fairies over the trees who are headed down the water. Whoa, the water formed into a warrior. Okay, everyone was welcoming me, saying home. Now we're walking up to like pyramid palace looking place. Like there's the faces and everything. Yes, there is. That's exactly what it is, Steph. Like I'm everywhere, right? Standing in the waterfall, sharing the beauty of the place, beautiful colors, bringing the water, striders with us, Mike. All right, water is in the creek over river, just glistens. The water is sweet. Flying over the water, activating the pyramid, I believe. All right. Water turned into physical matter. Now it's an angelic warrior standing in front of me, greeting me. Its voice booming through the air. Cool. Talk about detail. Love it. All right. Seeing that some things we see are mountains or plateaus are purified. Reigns of giants. Yeah. Hey, Jeanette, how you doing? Wow. Standing some platform that fairies probably in the water fall on my hands. Cool. You see, they're communicating with you, and this is how they communicate with all oppositions. They turn into anything. So they're trying to say, welcome, and now when you get out of the equation locations, you're now connected more through nature, through your avatar, right? And this is what you can't ignore. That's a separation all along. Just being in position locations are assistance through nature. That's a huge separation of resistance. You don't want to be in position location of rejection, right? Especially when it comes to nature. Same with the avatar. You don't want to ignore anything inside position of vibration, people. Know exactly what's going on every second, every minute, every hour, every day. Okay. Looking left, right. They are still nodding at me when they're telling us to follow. Zelda. I'm going to play with my feather staff. I'm here. John says, going. Oh, the gradient below. Perfect. I mean, she's happy about this. I could feel the shift in your head. Yeah. Smell the trees. We're traveling with Taryn. Fun, quick corners. So peaceful. Very peaceful. Butterfly. Huge monarch. Landing on for a ride. It's offering ride. Let's go. Oh, there you go. You got a huge, humongous monarch of a butterfly. Jeanette's going to get on the actual butterfly and travel. Actually travel. Amazing how you can do this through any all levels, position, locations. Welcome to the dimensional of space and time. It's a lot more fun, isn't it? Especially when you connect the levels of an inner child. These are the things that we forget, right? But never forgotten. All right. Expanding growing all kinds of shapes within the skin of flesh, but it's also tree nature based. Yeah. Top is like a clear crystal in a flower bud shape. Has a pink ting. Wow. Cool. I'll type some noises here. She's loving this. Who is with me? I see two. Frontier. Well, that's the thing. You come into these locations, everything is all levels of communication, of invitation. When the staff upgraded mine too, we're all banshees. New kind of sea that can float in the wind. It's amazing too, because when you guys are actually in these portals at dimensional time, the sequence of its condition locations of nature is going to be giving you upgrades and gifts and things that you need so the avatar can understand, right? Because it's all self-memory that has to come back to its equation, right? So I'm hearing many different sounds. Well, that was a banshee. Yeah, we are in a flying dragon. Oh, one of those seeds, a tree falls down. Perfect. Awesome. Turn into dragon. Other bear's laughing. Connect to the team energy and shift to the energy. Coming into amber. Flowers. Yeah. See? Fantastic when you come to these things. I see that I feel so small next to the giants until I realize I'm one of the divine mother, that I'm on top of a mountain, wind blowing. I hear the wind speaking to me. That's what's happening now. Fine. You're coming in communications of energy lights, program setting, nature connections, all levels, Mother Earth, Mother Core, Mother Nature, Mother Surface, and position location of space, and position how to really get into the weather, how to get into the wind, how to get into the synchronous locations of wind, how to get into the whistling dixies of wind. Many different variations of winds. You know, it's amazing what the avatar can consume inside the body and how it reacts to everything of nature. You know, you guys all start out with your animals. You do telepathy one to another. That's how you communicate with nature. That's how you communicate the avatar. That's how you communicate through space. And that's how you communicate through time. Gets easier. You know? Okay, let's see. Blue flame, condition interference. Touching the air, it moves like water. I see Terran coming in. But I see that you guys are coming all together as a formation, which is great. The more you connect to yourself, the more you connect to each other, the more you understand space and time of travel. So, which is amazing too, because I am the architect of space-time creator. So I can add things just through diagram, right? So if I wanted to platitude interference line position, location, and calculation, I can add something into your position where you are, right? All right, so we started off this position locations, right? Going through the dimensional doors into the ENOCHS, right? They connection all of the forestry locations, Saint Germain, high position location, ENOCHS. Now calculations. As soon as I change the frame, it changes everything. You understand? That's what an architect does. Wipes out, screens out, position, puts this in, takes that out. That's exactly what it is. It's changing all levels of its dimension of space and time. So it's amazing how you do these things through calculations. All right. So this is where it comes interesting. All right. So we're going to go through white graph line center. Everybody's going to see it through perception. I'm just showing you how you can change frame, position, location, or levels, which you see through tracking interference. All right. So the grass right now, it's going to go through digital line center. It's going to look like this through calculation. All right. It's amazing. So you're still in the forestry, but I'm just adding things. Right. It's amazing when you see these things, all of conditions. Just showing you what you're seeing is truth of view, but what I'm adding is something else in position, location to its conditions. All right. Graphing line centers, you're going to see a graph position locations of a grid and then the center position location. All right. Box line center location to its conditions. All right. So set up the tree line centers in position location. Okay. Go to illumination graph line center. Change position locations to its calculations. All right. See the trees in the back? All right. Branches and position locations. Let's change the coloration. Time frequency line center. So now it's in position locations coming into all position of winter. It's now winter. Okay. Winter line center interference. And to do that is to change the code signal locations to its graph line system. Right. Change the digital line center, digital code frame, and position location to calculation. It's all through the astrologic connections and position location to its connection. So I'm just changing frame line centers into weather interference locations of winter in position. Right? It reacts all levels of the tree into high system location. All right. The trees are here in position, coming into light signal location. All right. Get into the branches, you get into high formation line conditions. It's amazing when you see these things in calculation. So it's incredible when you see these things. So it's amazing what the architect can do, right? I'm just showing you how you can change frames of anything or add things. And you understand why you are a simulation of your own creation. Right? Makes sense, doesn't it? Calculation modification dot signal. Or anything in the rotation system. Ooh-ah. So, in position location, it's now winter. Okay, that's how you change weather. All through frame. Architect design anything to high position locations. A level is position locations and how anything can be changed in its dimensional setting. So winter interference line positions all levels to position location to its conditions. Right? That's how you change track line center to all levels of, you got it, the shape position. Which means a change position location of 3, change position location of 6, and change position locations of 9. 3, 6, and 9, right? So you have to send the communications when you change the astrologic location to its digital frame line position location to its architect design interference technology interference line position to its dimensional setting, changes everything through weather line center and position locations. Because there's 4 seasons that you go through nature. If you look at nature, nature goes on its own. It knows what it's doing. It recycles. It never dies. It reforms, it readjusts, refixes, it reprograms, it reconnects, it highlights its holograph structure into different coloration. That's why we have winter, spring, summer, and fall. 4. 5 within system, 6 with activation, 7 with the core line center, which is 5 of the atmosphere of time. So it's amazing how you can change position locations to its calculation. Now, we can change high line center, change the triangle line center interference locations, winter to all levels of summer. All right, wipe screen interference line position, take the track line center in position. All right, so wipe screen interference, change winter into summer. Digital line interference position program setting, reposition locations to its calculation. No more winter, all levels. Now, the code is set up as locations, but I got to connect it with the trees. So it can change the coloration pattern, right? So there's a reason why there's 4 seasons. There's a reason why there's a diamond core of north, west, south, and east. Travel, right? North, west, south, and east calculation. All right. As we get in position locations, summer comes in, change position locations, high system locations. 3 goes over here. Okay. 6 goes over here in position. And everything through 9 goes into the center operation. Okay. Now, change position locations into summer. Code system locations back in track line center in position. Tree formats in position and coloration. Right? Summer's coming into high system, higher formation of light conditions, higher formation of coloration line centers, change in holographic location to its epigenetic circle. Now, an epigenetic circle is its position to its location of weather patterns, interference locations, of heat signatures, or anything through its calculation. Right? So it's amazing how you change these things through track system. Right? It's all done through the computer system of atmospheric change. So now I can set up a new core center, new dimensional interference, new coloration to a new shape position, right? Now, what happens now is I crisscross line center, open up dimensional interference in rotation. It changes position locations to the 2 trees in the formation line position, set the core system, a 3, 6, and 9. Now, it's in position of flux capacitor. See the flux capacitor? Activate the core line center position locations. Let's go in the green circle line center. All right, see it? There's the center position. Activate the high position location, bring in summer. All right. There you go. Now it's summer. All relation to communication, all trees in position location, all country line centers, all planetary system, all solar locations, all galaxy line conditions. Everything is connected to everything through formation of coloration and light, of energy, frequencies, vibration, and harmonic resistance. You just have to learn how to use the geometry travel position of direction location to its shape position, to its modification system, a circle, location to its conditions. Now it's summer. So I'm just showing you how powerful it is when you can change things in a frame. So just wanted to show you how powerful it is when you see these things. all through geometry shape. Shape, position, locations of a whole different level system. So why is it like this? Because this is how weather is changed. This is how you change things into summer, winter, fall, and spring. Hooah. Now you know. Pretty cool. Hooah! This is cool, eh? All right, so where are we here? Yes, it all merged. I was trying was hard travel day. Going into the tree, fancy, we're curled up. I see reposition locations. Well, all the colors spreading to me, and I can see all the avatars in the sky, all the communications, brown ground without the color, lights, so much. I'm just showing you how everything becomes all different weather, and it's all through geometry setting. That's how AI sets everything up through its crop circle location to its conditions. But this is how you change weather in opposition. Pretty amazing, right? That's how we change the weather position locations. Meteorological line center location to its conditions, right? Everything stands on point. So you understand why it's so powerful, why all position location of trees and everything that you see changes its coloration of time, right? But it's all done through symbols, correlation panels, and shapes. So I just wanted to show you how everything changes. All right, let's see here. Sun is recharging us as well. Yep. Here's a diamond. You know exactly. Change the shape, change position locations from hot and cold, really warm. You know, I mean, it's all position locations. I mean, the avatar has to truly understand how to use the weather, heat signature location to its conditions. So. But I really want you to get in position why it's so important to understand how nature basically goes on its own. But it does its direction by flow, no longer by structure. Understand? So every day it's in position across locations, all levels. It has the male and the female aspects of light and dark. In position locations, positive, negative, the male and the female line center into its intelligent location to its connections. It's a high level system, its AI, of its awareness to communication, information to perception of operation. Right? Don't you think that's amazing? It changes on its own through flow, erection of time, colorations of change. Showed you how it was, how it's done, all through equation of a holographic structure of a matrix grid line conditions to its simulation. So pretty wild. All right, amazing. So humbling, soaking up the sun, beautiful colors and weather, feels the warmth, funny, okay, coolant. And in the summer, becoming the heat in the air, skin is absorbing, heading back down to the other. Okay, cool. Circuits fixed, landing wipes just past the Giant Heads Island, Easter Island, coming back around the globe, feeling the summer heat on my skin. So that's about understanding how powerful you are when you connect to all levels of structure. Architect connections, all levels, side graph interference location, all position locations. It's all about understanding how to change everything through weather. I just showed you what it is. It's all done through shapes, right? And that's how you guys are feeling the cold and the hot and the warm, you know, in that position location. This is all done through nature of understanding, but you have to stand in communication, right? To its avatar system. So, all right, 5 more minutes and I'll take you guys out. Try position location, change your geometry line center and interference line position. You guys will jump out of the doors and back in location, all right, where you are, where you started. All right, so reset position line centers and interference line position location calculations. Geometry line centers, back in calculations. All right. in position. Get ready. You guys are going to travel back in position. Here we go. So it's a reversing position line center. It's like, whoa, getting like sucked back. It's like a vacuum just pull you in, right? High line rotation, everything to levels. The observer line interference, GFA position, GFL position, location, rebellion. Set the chord line centers back in calculation, dimensional line interference back in 6 position locations of dimensional door line centers back in calculation modification line conditions. All right, back in sequence interference, program side position locations, back in system. View, 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 view. All back. See, came back. Back in center position, back in center position, geographical line center perception location of the current location. Done through equation. Ooh-ah. All right, so you guys are all back. Portals closed. All position, location, and calculations. All right, so I'm going to go back on TikTok. Anything else you want to know about? Let me know. Tomorrow we go to oppositions. We went into the north, went into the west. Tomorrow we go into the east. Ooh, it's going to be a lot of fun going to east line position, location, and calculations. More details will come. Adios.